Welcome to my videos and my blog. In this time, I'm going to talk about what happened yesterday on MLB 2025 playoff day 32. Well, yesterday was played the World Series Game 7, the last one. Were in a tremendous game. One of the best baseball games that I've watched in my life, or I've seen in my life, and one of the best games in the World Series in the MLB history. The Los Angeles Dodgers trailing back, come back and defeated the Toronto Blue Jays 4-1 in extra innings in 11 innings. And with this victory, the Los Angeles Dodgers won the series 4-3 and they won back-to-back the World Series. So let's talk about a little more about this game. Well, remember that before this game, the series was tied 3-3, where the Blue Jays had won the game 1, 4 and 5, and the Dodgers had won the game 2, 3 and 6. So this was a tremendous game. How I told you yesterday in the day 31, the team that scored the first runs were gonna to win this game, and the team that could create a gap of more than 3 run difference could win this game. But to be honest, this was a tremendous game where I think that the Blue Jays scored the first 2 runs in the bottom of the three. And in that moment, I thought that the Toronto Blue Jays had the momentum, and I think that they was the opportunity to score a minimum another run to create a gap of four run difference and to win that game. But I think that the big difference is that after that, in the top of the four, the Dodgers scored 1 run and they reduced the gap to a 2 run difference. After that, the Blue Jays couldn't score any more run until the bottom of the sixth. But before that, the Dodgers had scored another 1 run in the top of the sixth, and they had reduced in that moment the game to only 1 run difference, 3-2. But in the bottom of the sixth, the Blue Jays scored another run and they were leading 4-2. In that moment, to be honest, I thought that the Blue Jays were gonna to win this moment because the Blue Jays were leading the game, and they have been playing better than the Dodgers, but they wasted a lot of opportunities. They wasted a lot they left a lot of players on base, a lot of bases without the score like the same as the Dodgers. And I thought that they have the game under control. But something happened with the Dodgers in the top of the eighth, where Mike Muncy connected a solo home run, and they had reduced the game to only one run difference. And in that moment, I thought that the Blue Jays had the game under control only when they were leading by 1 run difference. But the emotion happened since the ninth inning, where in the beginning of the inning, in the top of the night, the Blue Jays were leading the game 4-3, and they only needed two outs to close the game and to win the series 4-3. They have everything under control because the Blue Jays had the momentum. The Dodgers look like that they had given an out because the Blue Jays had the momentum and the Dodgers didn't know how to score more runs. But something happened because, and this is something that I have seen in the winning teams like the Patriots, like Real Madrid, or like the American others, that, for example, the kind of the Dodgers, you can never think that they are dead, or they give it up because they are going to recover. And what happened when the Blue Jays had one out in the top of the night, when nobody expected that, Miguel Rojas connected a solo home run, when the count was 3-2 with 1 out, and he connected a home run, and he tied the series in the top of the night, 4-4. So in that moment, nobody expected that. And after that, Shohei Ohtani comes to the bat, but he got an out, and in the middle of the night, the game was tied 4-4. In the bottom of the night, the Blue Jays still had the inning to score only a one run and to win the series and the championship. And they had everything, to be honest. For how I told you, the Blue Jays wasted a lot of opportunities because in the bottom of the night they have the bases loaded, all the bases loaded, and with only one out, came Yamamoto, the MVP of the World Series, and the Blue Jays couldn't score any minimum one run because Yamamoto threw a tremendous game where Yamamoto got the two outs and the game was sent to extra innings. After that, in the top 10, it happened anything because no team could score a home run. But in the top 11, Will Smith connected a solo home run, the winner home run that gave the lead to the Dodgers in that moment. And in the one of the 11, something similar to what happened in the top 9, the the Blue Jays had players in first and third base, and with only one out, Yamamoto threw the ball, and Alejandro Kirk, the Blue Jays catcher and Mexican baseball player, hit by a double play. Mookie Betts made the double play, and finishes the game. And the Dodgers won the game 5-4. They won the series 4-3, and they won the World Series 2025. How I told you a few minutes ago, the Dodgers have that kind of guts or that kind of mentality. The mentality like the big teams like the Patriots, like the Warriors, like the Real Madrid. That, for example, you can never, if you want to defeat these kind of teams, you need to play a perfect game and avoid any errors. How I told you, I think that the Blue Jays wasted a lot of opportunities, especially in this game, to win this game because during the game they have a lot of opportunities to increase the lead to a more than four-run difference. That I think that if this should have happened, the game they should have won that game easily. And for example, the wasted opportunities in the bottom of the night, in the bottom of the 10, and in the bottom of the 11. For the reason they lost that game, and to be honest, I before this series started, I predicted the Dodgers were gonna to win this game easily. But to be honest, I was so surprised for the great performance from the Blue Jays because in my opinion they dominate the World Series and they play better than the Dodgers. But how you know, when you play against these kind of teams, you need to play a perfect game, and in the end the Dodgers won the game. The game in the series. How I told you, with this victory, the Dodgers won the first game of the series. They won the series 4-3, and they won the World Series 2025. In the World Series, the Dodgers won the game 2-3. The 3, remember that it was the second longest game in the MLB history. It finished in 18 innings. They won the game 6, and they won the game 7. About this game, the game 7, the best player, in my opinion, in the offense was first was Miguel Rojas, that scored a solo home run on the top of the night to tie the game. And I think that is something that the Roberts did great. That in the game 6 and 7, he decided to bench Andy Pages and to put Miguel Rojas as a second base. He made a tremendous game in the defense side where he is the best, and he connected the tie run, and he moved out to Tommy Edman to the outfield. And yesterday in the bottom of the night, he decided to put out Andy Pages as a center field, and he got the last out to send the game to extra innings. So the Roberts made some great performances. And about the pitcher, Shohei Ohtani was a starting pitcher. He did a very bad job because he allowed the first 2 runs, but in the end the rest of the pitchers did his job. Where Justin Rivers play 1.1 innings, Tyler Glasnow 2.1 innings, Emmett Sheehan 1 inning, Blake Snell 1 inning, and Yoshinobu Yamamoto 1 innings. He was a tremendous performance because he he got the last 8 outs. So it was a tremendous performance and something amazing. He was the MVP because he won 3 games in this World Series: the game two, the game six, and yesterday's game. So he played a he threw a back-to-back games. It was something amazing. So how I told you, the Dodgers won this trophy, and these are back-to-back titles, and this is the third title in 5 years, because remember that the Dodgers won in the 2020, just the last year 2024 and 2025. With these 3 titles, the Dodgers arrived to the East night. They won East night World Series title. This is amazing, and with Dave Roberts, this was the fifth World Series that they have played, the Dodgers, and they have won 3 World Series. So this is amazing. So how was the Los Angeles Dodgers 2025 MLB season? In the regular season, the Dodgers won the National League West Division with a 93-69 record. They finished with an 8-2 record in the last 10 games played. To be honest, it looked like that they suffered, but to be honest, they most of the season they were leading this division. I think that during 1 or 2 weeks they were in the second place, but after that they were only leading this division. They competed against the Padres, but to be honest, the Padres never took advantage of the bad performance from the Dodgers in some part of the season, and the Dodgers had an easy regular season. In the playoffs, they had an easy playoff because in the division in the National League, the wild card run, they defeated the Reds in 2 games, where they won the both games were playing in Los Angeles. In the divisional run, I think that in the divisional run, now in the National League divisional run, they play against the Philadelphia Phillies. In my opinion, one of the favorite team to win the World Series 2025, where the Dodgers did a surprise and they won the series in 4 games. They won the first 2 games in Philadelphia. They lost the game 3, but they won the game 4. In the National League Championship Series, they swept the Brewers. The Brewers were the best team in the regular season. So this was amazing for the best performance for the amazing performance from the Dodgers. And in the World Series, the Dodgers battled more than I expected. To be honest, I was very surprised from the great performance from the Toronto Blue Jays. But in the end, the Dodgers are a winner team. They found out ways to get the victory, and they deserve this victory because they won the World Series. So what's next? Well, now the 2025 MLB season is over, and now we have to wait until the next March for the beginning of the 2026 World Series World Baseball Classic. Well, remember, this classic is going to take place before the 2026 MLB season, where the 2026 World Baseball Classic is going to start in March 5th or 2026, and will finish in March no yeah in in March, in March 17th. It's gonna to be it's gonna to only it's gonna to be finished in March 17th. It's gonna to last to 2 weeks. The World Series, the World Baseball Classic is gonna to take place in 3 countries: in Puerto Rico, in USA, and in Japan. The places where we play in San Juan, Puerto Rico, and in Tokyo, Japan, and in Houston, USA, and Miami, USA. So remember that the world champion team is Japan, that defeated the US team in 2023. So I think that the favorite again is Japan, alongside the USA, but I think that the USA is gonna to repeat the championship, and the 2026 MLB season is gonna to start until the next March, March 25th, 2026. So it's gonna to be a long way without baseball. So I hope you like these videos. I hope you have enjoyed about all the season with me. Remember that I talk about all what happened in the playoff, and I talk about how were the MLB standings through each week. So I hope you enjoyed this video. So See you next video. Gibran.